Hi, my name is Abbie Goddard. I'm 16 years old and I attended Leangap back in 2024 and I'm the founder of Spikey. It provides keychains that detect whether or not your drink has been spiked and we won Most Outstanding Company at our Leangap demo day.
And the company that we picked for most outstanding is Spikey.
We sell keychains that come equipped with drug testing strips, and in 15 seconds, if your drink has been spiked after you apply your drink on the strip, the patches will change color. And our strips detect the four most common date rape drugs, which are GHB, ketamine, scopolamine, cocaine, as well as a few other amine-based drugs with a 98% accuracy. We didn't design the strips ourselves. We partnered with a pharmaceutical company in the UK. They were selling the strips in these very conspicuous packages that said drug test label. And after interviewing a bunch of college students, we found that people don't want to very obviously be testing their drinks. From Leangap, our traction has been great. At the end of Leangap, we had $1,500 in revenue, and now we have about $2,500. I was interviewed on Fox News and WMSV4, and I will be interviewed on CBS Detroit in a few weeks.
Interviewing college students in person with my team, and the more we talk to people, the more we realize that there needed to be a solution, especially for these younger consumers.
All of this is without paying for marketing. We just blasted out a bunch of posts and press releases, and people just really picked up on it. I got a bunch of emails from these news stations saying that they wanted to do free press. I'm so grateful that we started this when we were young. I actually think that being young has really been an advantage because people are a lot more willing to do things for you, to give you favors, and to help you out when they know that you're young and in high school. I applied to a bunch of these summer programs just hoping to get in, but Leangap was absolutely my first choice. After looking at the reviews and the types of people teaching and the success of the people who had gone to these programs, I think a lot of other programs kind of hide behind their university name. If it's university affiliated, they say, oh, this is why our program is so good. But I think Leangap is a lot more genuine in that it's not a typical classroom environment. They really break you out of your shell. And I was looking for a really rigorous, honest program that would tell me if my business was a terrible idea or if my ideas were bad. I didn't want anything sugar-coated. I think the honest, frank feedback and just the curriculum, especially when on day one you said this is not going to be your average program. You will cry, you will put in the hours and the hard work. I guess maybe to most people that would be like, oh no, I have to go home. But I really appreciated that because it felt like this is what business is like. It's the most honest, genuine experience you can have, especially because when you're an adult and you're trying to start a business yourself, you're not going to have people comfort you and say, oh, your business is so good, even if it's not. That honesty really made or break a lot of the people because I'd rather try and fail and try again with a better idea than try and just have people lie to me and say it's a good idea. I'm really grateful for all the honest feedback I've gotten from my mentors, especially because now it's months after the program and I'm still in contact with almost all of the mentors. They're still giving me help and I really enjoy just talking to them, and it's not transactional at all. The initial idea I pitched was not a keychain, but a straw.
Why a keychain versus like a straw, a cup, bubble gum, or some other type of medium?
That's a great question. So I pitched the idea to the group, and my initial idea was a straw that would turn blue so you can immediately see it. And then we found that it wasn't actually feasible because the material that the paper is glazed with is not safe for consumption.
Very well researched. Thank you.
Thank you.
Luckily, we didn't give up on a solution to drink spiking, and so we completely changed the configuration to a keychain, and I'm glad we found that early on. I think it was in the first week or two. And another really big challenge was we ordered a bunch of strips off of Amazon and they didn't come for like 2.5 weeks. And that was when we were supposed to start selling products. We had everything else, the keychains, packaging, and we needed the strips, which was the key tool. And the pharmaceutical is all the way in the UK. So if we ordered more, they would have come in another 2 weeks and by the program's over. So thank goodness we got the strips. Yeah. I think Leangap was really good in reinforcing that whatever you think is a great idea has to be validated. The validation survey we posted was really helpful. I know some other groups posted it and found that almost no one would buy their service and they had to switch gears. I came to Leangap with a whole notes page in my phone of ideas that I thought in the shower or when I was dreaming or something. As soon as I sat down and talked to people and interviewed people and asked them, would you buy this? If so, how much would you buy it for? Almost all of those ideas were scratched. And so this real world experience really helped me realize that the fantasies in your head are not always profitable and that they should probably stay fantasies. I think being a business person and an entrepreneur is not just within you, but it also you have to take from your community, and without a support system and people willing to initially purchase your prototype, there's going to be no business. And so you have to force yourself to realize that you need people to give you feedback and to try out your product or your service in the initial stages. And I know it can be scary to reach out to people and say, hi, I'm a high school entrepreneur. I have this product and I want you to test it, especially if you don't have much to give them in return. People are willing to help you as long as you're effective in presenting what you're selling. Before, when I was reaching out to people, I guess for just school projects and things like that, I would not really make myself relatable. I would just say, this is what I need from you, please do it. And after Leangap, I realized that you need to research who you're reaching out to, you need to relate to them and make them realize what they're gaining from helping you. Since my business was the only one that was selling a physical product, whenever people were going out to the field trips you guys provided, I just stayed in and did the manufacturing, and like every night I would stay up till midnight on FaceTime with my friends making the spikies. They have so many FaceTime photos of me just like holding up strips, and I think that was really fun. It's just like putting in the work. Happy birthday, Leangap. Thank you for making all of my business dreams come true, and I wish you success in the next decades.